Hi, I'm Heidi Nord with the Brilliant Dyslexic, and thanks so much for coming to this next sound juggling video. Letters, don't worry about those, and go ahead and process some sounds with me. It's easiest to do that by hearing the sounds, seeing the sounds, touching the sounds in the air as we go along, and by saying the sounds. We're not going to taste any sounds in this lesson. However, I do have a video on that too, so you might want to look it up. Here is our first one. It is k, I, n, j. K, I, n, j. In cringe, what if I take off the Then you're left with k, I, n, j, kinge. Here is b, I, sk, b, I, sk. In brisk, what if I change the I to ah? Then you would have b, I, sk, brosk. And in brosk, what if I take off the Then you would have b, I, sk, bosk. This next one is swept. Swept. In swept, what if I take off the s? Then you're left with wept. This next one is ink. Ink. In brink, what if I change the E to oo? Then you would have ink, brunk. And in brunk, what if I take off the ng? Then you're left with brook. This next one is ink. Ink. In blink, what if I take off the b? Then you're left with ink, link. This next one is grind. Grind. In grind, what if I take off the d? Then you're left with grind. This next one is bind. Bind. In bland, what if I change that a to ah? Then you're left with blonde. This one is skilled. Skilled. In skilled, what if I take off the d? Then you're left with skill. Skill. This next one is gland. Gland. In gland, what if I take off the o? Then you're left with gand. This next one is gallants. Gallants. In glance, what if I take off the s? Then you're left with glan. This one is ink. Ink. In frink, what if I take off the ng? Then you're left with f-er-e-k, freak. Here is k-er-a-m, p, k-er-a-m, p. In cramp, what if I change that a to ah? Then you're left with k-er-a-m, p, crump. And in crump, what if I take off the m? Then you're left with k-er-a, p, crop. Here is s-p-a-n-j, s-p-a-n-j. In sponge, what if I take off the j? Then you're left with s-p-a-n, spun. This next one is f-er-a-st, f-er-a-st. In frost, what if I take off the s? Then you're left with f-er-a-t, fraught. This next one is b-er-ed, b-er-ed. In breadth, what if I change the e to oo? Then you would be left with b-er-ood, brute. And in brute, what if I take off the er? Then you are left with b-ood, bood. Kind of hard to say, right? That one was a little bit of a tricky one. So here is the next one. It is f-er-a-n-t, f-er-a-n-t. In front, what if I take off the t? Then you're left with f-er-a-n, frun. This next one is b-er-a-n-z, b-er-a-n-z. In bronze, what if I take off the er? Then you're left with b-a-n-z, bonds. Here is k-wa or t, s, k-wa or t, s. In quartz, what if I take off the w? Then you're left with k or t, s, quartz. This next one is s, k or ch, t, s, k or ch, t. In scorched, what if I take off the ch? Then you're left with s, k or t, squirt. Here is s, k, a, l, p, s, k, a, l, p. In scalp, what if I change that a to e? Then you would have s, k, e, l, p, skilp. And then in skilp, what if I take off the s? Then you would have k, e, l, p, keelp. This next one is p-er-a-nk, p-er-a-nk. In prank, what if I take off the k? Then you're left with p-er-a-ng, prang. This next one is p-l-a-n-t, In plant, what if I take off the O? Then you're left with pant. This next one is gasp. Gasp. In grasp, what if I take off the S? Then you're left with grap. This next one is grind. Grind. In grind, what if I take off the G? Then you're left with rind. This next one is p-o-a-nk. P-o-a-nk. In plank, what if I change the A to E? Then you would have p-o-e-nk. Plink. This one is g-r-a-n-d. G-r-a-n-d. In grand, what if I take off the n? Then you're left with g-r-a-d. Grad. Thank you so much for coming to the sound juggling video. Remember, you are very, very bright and can do anything you put your mind to. I hope you have a great day. Bye.